watching Paul make like improv, so to speak, Get Back. Watching that was, I don't think I've ever seen any footage of something so magical happening that they were able to capture. When he's like, when you hear him just humming out what he thinks the words might be, dude, I was like, I can't, we're witnessing like little magic go off in his brain. You're watching his synapses fire into being like, get back, what is that? Get back. Get back. And you see, once he finds it, everything else kind of like, it's almost like when you're tripping and you see one thing and then it exposes all this other stuff and you're like, I see all of it now. That's exactly what that looked like to me, that he found Get Back and it was like, get back to where you once belong. I was like, holy shit.
A lot of those guys do that.
Yeah.
Rick Rubin talked about that on the
Humming
podcast.
it out.
They sort of like make up words and shit. And then they start putting words where the sound is.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, they just sort of like feel it. They feel it. Whatever the beat is, they start just talking over it and shit.
But then in my stony brain, I think, did their brain already know the words and they were just trying to find it? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like
I always wondered that about Jay-Z.
Like, they're there.
Jay-Z's so impressive, like the way he can like ad-lib lyrics.
Oh.
Like Rick Rubin was talking about how they'll play a beat and he'll go in, listen to the beat and just flow with the beat. Like it's stuff that he wrote for weeks and weeks.
But he never wrote anything down.
No.
That always blew my mind.
Wild.
Like I sadly want him to have written one thing down, even though
that ability is incredible. But then there's guys like Nas, who I think is the best lyricist ever. And Nas writes things down, and you can tell he writes things down.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'll do a rap backwards. Like he'll do the whole, you remember that song Reverse?
I love that song.
That song's incredible.
Yeah.
That is like one of the most lyrically complicated and beautiful songs ever in the history of hip hop.
And it also has the ability to just toss in there, he's getting a blowjob and throws up. That's also my favorite. He's a poet. And she's like, he spits the nut back into my dick. The drink goes back into my cup. I throw up. Dude, it's so cool how he was able to tell that story backwards, but also still keep it in his vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't break character. It was still Nas telling a story like Nas would. It didn't get corny at any point or like change shape.
His new shit is great too.
I love new
shit. He stays fantastic. He stays relevant. Like if you're like a Nas fan, you will not be disappointed. His new shit is just like his old shit. It's great.
That was the hip hop that I like. Jamie and I talk sometimes about hip hop, but the new stuff, some new shit I like a lot. But stuff like Illmatic and
Hip Hop Is Dead.
Yeah.
Come on, son. That song comes
good.
That song comes on, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
There's a few songs when they come on, I'm like, oh shit. You know, Gravel Pit by Wu-Tang Clan.
Love.
When that song comes on, check out my gravel pit. As soon as that comes on, that's like one of them songs that you just start moving.
Well, I had Pharoah Monch on tour. I would come out to Pharoah Monch, Simon Says. Do you know that song?
No.
Dun 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 dun. You know it, don't you?
Let me hear it.
Dun 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 dun. It's dude.
Oh, I'm sure I know.
Simon Says. I'd come out to this song because I loved it so much. But the crowd would lose their fucking mind.
This is from 13 years ago.
Yeah. Trippy ass music video. I miss music videos.
Dude, this is MTV.
That's how I feel at shows.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck up. Simon Says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky. Weezer's in the back, sipping yak, yo.
Ugh. Girls, rub on your titties. That's my favorite line. Yeah, fuck it. I said it. Rub on your titties. So I was coming out to this, and then for the special, I wanted to use it. And DJ Premier, who is a fan of comedy and knows Segura, and I reached out to him out of the blue. I was like, hey man, I hope I'm not crossing lines here. Would it be cool if you reached out to Pharoah about me licensing that song for the special? And it's widely known in the hip hop world. Most like old hip hop heads, they love that song. And I was like, I don't know if I can afford it or whatever, but would you mind? And shout out to him, because within seconds, Premier was like, yo, reached out to him. Here's the deal. That intro is from Godzilla 1, like the original. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. And he never cleared it. 13, 15 years ago. So the deal was like, he's got the mechanics to the song, but can't license it out for stuff like this.
Let me hear that.